Welcome to my live. Today we are making chicken, jerk chicken skewers, and then spicy beef skewers as well. And then I'm also making sweet potato fries. Yeah, I'm cooking this for dinner. I'm going to make four of each protein, so 4 skewers of each protein, and then sweet potato fries. So we may have more beef than we need, but I think the chicken is enough. Let's start with the beef because I want to marinate it for a while. I have this marinade that I made from onions, garlic, ginger, basil, and then I think I added some paprika and salt, as well as some cilantro. I made this last week, so it's just leftover marinade. I'm using chuck roast, and sometimes it is very tough, so you don't want to cut it too big. A minute. Hi, thank you for joining my live. We're making dinner here now. I want to put 4 beef on each skewer. So, and I'm making 4 skewers of beef and then 4 skewers of chicken. And so we need 16 cuts of beef. This is 6. Thank you for joining my live. I'm making dinner. I'm just making some jerk chicken and beef skewers, spicy beef skewers. What are you having for dinner? I'm using chuck roast and it's usually very tough, so I don't want my cuts to be so thick. Thank you for joining. Can you leave a like and maybe where are you watching from? I have this marinade from last week. It's just a mix of onion, ginger, garlic, some basil, salt, and cilantro, as well as paprika. So we are just going to marinate this for a while because they are going in with the chicken. I also added some habanero, so it's pretty spicy. That is why I'm wearing the gloves. Now it's all well coated. I'm going to set it aside and then work on my chicken skewers. I mean my chicken breast. Oh, thank you, Zeus. Yeah, they look good. Thank you. How are you doing? For chicken, you can cut it as big as you want because it's usually very soft. Okay, let me drain this. Thank you, Kefaline. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right, but thank you. How are you doing today? Okay. Oh, you're fine. Good to know. I have excess beef, but I have enough beef that I need, so I'm just going to set it aside. Now let's marinate this. Just add in some salt, onion powder, what do you guys usually marinate your chicken with? These are usually my basics. Chili. This is some garlic powder. Now I'm adding some Jamaican jack spices. I got this from an African store, I think. Yeah. I usually would marinate this for a while, but I'm not cooking dinner early today, so I'm just going to cook it straight away. Um, I have some leftover bell peppers that I'm going to add. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like my cooking. I should push this to the tip because it might not fit in the air fryer. Okay. Let's put the air fryer here so we know how many can fit in it. Yeah. I have to break this off because it's too long. Have you checked out my channel? Some people ask me why basil and butter, or what do I make, but it's basil and butter because I like cooking and I like baking, and so the main purpose of the channel is to cook and bake, if just in case you're curious. But yeah. Oh, do you bake often? I don't really bake often because I don't know who will eat it when I bake it. You know, baking is a lot of sugar, and I don't want to have a lot of sugar. And so I usually just bake on Sundays, and then I take it to church so that I can share the sugar with everyone else. But yeah, I love baking. It relaxes me. Okay, our chicken is all done. And this is going to go in the microwave, in the air fryer for 10 minutes on both sides. Be right back. Next, we are going to put this on skewers. Hi Javier, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining my live, everyone. If you're just joining, we are making jerk chicken skewers and spicy beef skewers. The chicken is in the air fryer currently. Hey, the beef is a bit hard. What are you guys having for dinner? I think I have excess beef, but I'll just put them on another skewer. Where are you watching me from? Okay, this is good. I'm just going to transfer the beef onto this so that I can use the bowl for the sweet potato fries. I like to have a clean workspace. Hi everyone, thank you for joining my live. We are now making the sweet potato fries. This is like my favorite food. Do you usually buy fries or you make it yourself? Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining my live. If you're just joining, we are making sweet potato fries. Oh, sorry, it fell. We are also making chicken skewers, jerk chicken skewers, and spicy beef skewers. Can you leave a like? This is how we want it. This is the last one, and this is going to make a lot of fries. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining my live. We are currently making the sweet potato fries. If you are just joining, can you please like this video? Please leave a like. Okay. Really carefully. Maybe it's the lightning or something. I don't know, but I'm sure your cooking looks as good as mine. Okay, the chicken is halfway done, so I'm going to bring it and turn it. Exactly how we want it. It smells so good here. This is going to go in for another 10 minutes. Now I have to cut the fries, and for the fries you want to cut it as thinly as you want. I mean as you can, because we want it to be crunchy. Yeah, so but you also don't want to cut it too thin that they will break. Let me just wash this and throw the water away. Oops. It usually is very hard. Yeah, it's really hard. It's always really hard. Yeah, but it's absolutely worth it. It's really nice. I guess the best way is to cut it, pierce it, and then get it to cut. Yep, that works. It's easier if you get it to cut the first time. And then now it's much smaller, so it's easy. So you want to cut it like this, or you can cut it a bit thicker. Doesn't really matter. Hi, Kathleen. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining my live. We are making dinner here. Currently making some sweet potato fries. There's chicken in the air fryer and there's beef here waiting to go into the air fryer. It's really hot here. It does smell good though. Okay, now the easy part. Does anyone have a wooden chopping board, and how do you maintain it? I have this one and it has all of these cuts that I wanted to prevent, but I didn't do a good job of it, so The chicken is ready. I'm going to get it. Okay, yeah, we have it. This is jack chicken, and so that's why it looks darker, I guess. The season was dark. I'm arranging the beef to go in. The skewers are long, so I have to break them off. These go in the air fryer for 10 minutes on both sides. So I'm cooking them in the air fryer at 385 Fahrenheit for 10 minutes on both sides. I think I have too much sweet potato than I need, because this is good enough to feed 2 people and we are just 2. And so I'm going to cut these, but I'll save some. You can just prep them and put it in the freezer until you're ready. So it works anyways. I need to put some water on the fire because we are going to boil this for 5 minutes before we fry them. we are done cutting these. I'm going to transfer the workstation to the stove because now I have to boil the sweet potatoes, and so now I'm moving the whole setup there. I'm just boiling some water here. Once it starts boiling, I'm going to put the sweet potato in it. Hi everyone, thank you for joining my live. If you're just joining, we are making sweet potato fries now. It's going to boil soon. We just need this to boil for 5 minutes. So while this is boiling, I'm just going to clean my workspace because I like to clean whilst I'm cooking so that I can just eat immediately the food is done. I'm going to cover this so that it can boil faster. But one side of the beef is done, so I'm just going to flip it. This goes into the air fryer for another 10 minutes. don't be like me. You should maybe put the water on fire so that you don't have to wait this long for it to boil. But yeah, it's beginning to boil, so this should be done in a bit. Once this boils, we have to give it a cold bath. And so I have cold water here. I'm going to add some ice. There's one last ice, it just doesn't want to come out. Okay, finally it's boiling. You don't want it to boil too much, then it's going to cook because it's very thin. And so I'm going to sieve this and then put it in here. I have to put the oil on the fire. I think the steam has fogged up my camera. I'm just going to turn it here and just give it a quick wipe. Okay, much better. Okay. The sweet potato at the bottom is much soggier, but it will all work out, don't you worry. Hi Kathleen, are you still here? Thank you so much for staying. If you're still here, I'm so glad you are here. Thank you so much for staying throughout. If you're just joining, thank you so much for joining. We are now making the fries. The water is not as cold as I would want it to be, but it's okay. I'm going to drain this water and then now we add some cornstarch and fry the sweet potatoes. Okay, now the final step before we fry this. This is some cornstarch. I usually would toss it, but from experience, I realize it doesn't really work that way. So I'm going to use my hands. I can't get it all the way to the bottom, and so I guess I'm just going to fry from the top. It's fine. They usually stick to each other, so I like to separate them. I'm frying this over high heat. If you are still here, can you leave a like? white chocolate raspberry. Is this cheesecake? Thank you. Okay. These should be ready in about 10 minutes, I guess. So the beef is ready, and I'm going to add some suya powder. This is spicy. Um, it's I've never tried to make it before, but it's usually a combination of spices and peanut butter, which is the peanut butter is totally optional. So if you don't want peanut butter, that is fine. But if you want peanut butter, it's nicer. Okay, that's just how we want it. the final turning, I would have to break them up. Because of the cornstarch, it usually sticks together. But it will come off very easily, so. Sometimes you want to break them up early so that every one of them could be in the oil and then cook thoroughly. If you're able to cook your fries without them attaching, how do you do it? Because it usually tangles for me. There we go. Our fries is ready now. Hey, it's burning off. Let me turn this off. Okay, the fries is ready now. To top it off, we just need to sprinkle some salt. I have this fancy salt grinder. Now that we have it, we have our fries here, and then our chicken and jerk chicken skewers and spicy beef skewers over here as well. This is what I'm having for dinner. Yeah, I did put some soya powder on the chicken as well, so that is why there's soya powder on it. But yeah, this is dinner, guys. Thank you so much for staying. Thank you for joining my live. Um, please do check out the rest of my channel. I make quick, easy recipes usually. I like to bake and I like to cook as well. So I usually do post my recipes. But yeah, I'm glad you hanged out with me and I hope you have a nice day. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night.